Welcome to today's political special. The Bihar election is not just about one state, it decides the direction of national politics. From Delhi to Chennai, everyone is watching Bihar elections. So now we have with us Mr. Mathur Satya, a social activist and a state committee member of ISCUF. Hello, sir.
Hello.
Opinion poll seems to favor BJP, but what's the real picture on the ground?
So, when we say opinion polls, we would do good if we remind ourselves of the polls that we saw in the run up to 2024 general elections. Almost all the polls favored Modi, saying Modi's BJP will win 400 seats in the general elections. But we know what actually happened. Poor guy had to come on live television and cry that his survey had gone wrong. We know, I mean, part of these surveys were taken to favor BJP just to boost up the image and create a perception that they are invincible. And that is one part of the surveys. The other part of the survey is why they get most of the things wrong would be because of one specific reason, one new emerging trend among the people that Yogendra Yadav points out. What Yogendra Yadav says is people almost everywhere in India got used to these surveys. So what they know is to tell you an answer that that will satisfy you mostly. So he says he recounts a particular encounter from a tea stall where he was asking questions about the election to a localite. The person gave answer that he was going to vote for BJP. But after 15 minutes of conversation, Yogendra Yadav came to know that person was going to vote for Samajwadi Party. And, surprisingly, that person had Akhilesh Yadav's photo in his phone. That person, just to give some satisfying answer to the survey, told Yogendra Yadav at the first question that he was going to vote for BJP. So this has been a trend in North India because you might not, you might run into trouble if you say some other party's name in a survey or when someone asks. So this is a sort of what Yogendra Yadav says is a sort of subtle silence that people give for surveys, and survey results get muddied all the time. This is a new emerging trend. Keeping that aside, opinion polls, when we come to the ground, people of Bihar are highly politicized. Usually, not just as southern states, even people from Delhi, the educated liberals from Delhi usually look down on people from Bihar, as if Bihar people do not have the right kind of knowledge or political acumen to choose who should hold the power. But Bihar people are much more aware of their political situations. They might not have received the kind of education that South states provide, but they know what they lost. So when it comes to that, on the ground, the sentiment is utterly against BJP, and it is it is a sense of disappointment against the JDU because they had high hopes for Nitish Kumar. Nitish Kumar is a politician who outdates. I mean, who is much more senior than Modi. But when Bihar people see Nitish Kumar being, so to speak, bow down to Modi, the way he is, succumbing to Modi's pressure now, Bihar people take it as an insult on their own identity, not just Nitish Kumar as a person. So that is one thing. The other thing is Amit Shah has now started campaigning about reopening the sugar mills, making Patna to Gopalganj the route as an industrial hub for Bihar. These are not new things. See, they had power for a long time. In center, they have been having power for like 12 years. And in the state, they have been having power for the last 3 years. Even before that, they were in alliance with JDU. They had all the time to reopen the sugar mills. They didn't do it. So the people know it is just a poll promise they won't satisfy. And even the promise of making Gopalganj to Patna road as industrial hub was a plan put forward by Tejas Yadav when he was deputy CM. So for Amit Shah to invoke this plan again, just run up to the elections after ignoring years of work is just, a sign of insult to Bihari people. So apart from that, any Hindi news channel that you open, any vox box, opinions that they take to general public, if you see all every one of the youth population comes up to the mic and says two words. One is naukari, another is rojgari, that is jobs and employment. So they know for sure BJP has done nothing to create employment there, especially after the Agnipath Agnivir debacle. They know even the jobs that were available conventionally, like in the army, in the railways, have gone out of the window. for 1,400 seats in railways, almost 1.5 crore people apply. So this is the state of jobs in northern India, because in southern India, you at least have some sort of economic activity so that people can find gig work, even if not formal employment. But even that is not the case in most of the northern states like Madhya Pradesh, Bihar, or Uttar Pradesh. So people are utterly dissatisfied with BJP. Only task is, only pending thing that is, suitable for first year is a strong opposition. If the opposition maintains what they have built, and if they can see through the finish line, it will be the tide will be against BJP, surely. Yeah.
Is Bihar truly the state that can reshape Indian politics?
Most definitely, yes. Because the current Modi regime is walking on thin ice, uh, relying on alliance from Nitish Kumar and Chandrababu Naidu. So, if Bihar election turns against them, it might be a big blow for them, because if you rank Indian politicians for being opportunists, Nitish Kumar will be the topmost of it. In the last 2 decades, he has been sworn in, what, 15 times, because he has changed alliance those many times. So the minute Nitish Kumar senses that he's on the losing team, he's going to jump ship. That has been his consistent move for the last 2-3 decades. And if RJD and the alliance wins, you can expect Nitish Kumar to break away from BJP. If that happens, then it is a shaky ground in the union government. So BJP will do everything in its power to stop that. And BJP has, the party has another task in Bihar election, which is not just defeating RJD and Mahagathbandhan. It is making JDU the junior partner of the alliance. That is, when they win, JDU has to shrink so much that BJP looks, already BJP has a higher number of seats. They have 74 seats in the assembly, while JDU has only 43. And this time it is expected to go down below 20 for JDU, which means JDU will be something like PMK in Tamil Nadu for the bigger alliance partner, who's BJP. So when BJP has this double task of not losing the election, also making JDU shrink, is a tight rope for them to walk on. If one of this fails, then again they'll have trouble. If they lose, that is the biggest trouble. If they lose, yet JDU is able to increase its seats, or BJP and JDU proportion changes in favor of JDU, then again they have a drag race for what next 4 or 5 years. So this election is going to impact widely throughout India, and one more reason why it would send a message, not just materially, but symbolically, it is going to send a message, because this is the first state that is going to polls after the special intensive revision. If BJP loses even after that, it is a tight slap on their face. I mean, you have everything in your favor. You have election commission in your favor. Even then, if you are not able to muster a decent victory, then it tells a lot about how you have governed the nation for the last 12 years. So it is definitely going to have a bigger impact. And Nitish Kumar had announced 10,000 rupees for each household just before the announcement of poll dates. So if despite this 10,000, BJP alliance loses, it will show the true nature. I mean, it will show how false the claim of people vote for money is. People don't vote for money. People don't, put themselves to get bought out just like that. If BJP loses, it is going to tell the whole world, no, you have to have good governance to win over the people. You cannot just, tell the world that people are so stupid that they will vote for money. So that is going to be a multiple faceted message if BJP loses. For the whole of India.
Akhilesh Yadav says the Bihar results can shake the Modi's government. Does Bihar really have that state of power?
Yeah, especially like I said, when Nitish Kumar has a significant role in forming the new government, India government, Bihar really does. And in terms of not just in terms of electoral politics, in terms of socio-political questions, if you look at it, Bihar has the highest percentage of out migration. It is the number of people migrating out of a particular state to other states for employment, for survival, for livelihood is a lot higher in Bihar compared to other states. So if RJD and the Mahagathbandhan wins in Bihar, it is going to be change narrative for the entire landscape, I mean, entire political landscape of India. It is going to be, I mean, it is going to open doors about conversation or migration. It is going to open conversations about industrialization in northern part of the India because, the usual reason that you get is they're landlocked. They do not have ports. So it is only justifiable that they are not industrialized. People do not have jobs there. It is only, I mean, it is justifiable that most part of the budget goes to northern states, while the southern states get far lesser share out of, the whole consolidated funds. So this is going to take a big hit if BJP and JDU lose in this election. And this is going to have a major impact to union government because they'll have one more bigger state fighting for state rights in the Supreme Court, fighting for state rights in the Parliament. So this is not a move that they will see very lightly.
If the BJP alliance wins, will Nitish Kumar return as chief minister, or will BJP push for its own CM face this time?
It is expected that BJP can push for its own candidate as a CM because you have seen in Maharashtra this swap has been happening in BJP's camp for a long time. Now there are two things at play. One is how willing Nitish Kumar is to continue the support for NDA at the center. That is one thing. The second thing is how tightly BJP has strangled JDU with all the CBI cases, ED cases, IT cases. Because there is no other reason that JDU would be aligning BJP. In 2017, if you know, there is a case against Nitish Kumar, which is as potent as the case against Lalu Yadav. So BJP has them by the neck. So the trade-off is actually between their extension of support at the center, the intensification of case in CBA, IT. Now it is up to the JDU party on how strong they can take on BJP's pressure. Because if you see, DMK is able to withstand that pressure. Even if Sindil Balaji, I. Periyasamy, Ponmudi, a score of ministers are hounded with ED cases, they're able to withstand the pressure. If JDU members are able to withstand the pressure, they can push for Nitish Kumar as CM for another term while retaining the support at the center. If they succumb to the pressure, then half of JDU candidates will jump ship to BJP, and BJP will have its own chief minister. Nitish Kumar will be assigned some, notional position like deputy chief minister, just so that BJP should not have the face of being someone who can insult Bihar people. Because if you remove Nitish Kumar completely from the scene, Bihar people is going to take it to the heart. They are not going to, let it go lightly. So they'll give some sort of deputy CM for Nitish Kumar. Also, in recent years, what you have been witnessing is declining health of Nitish Kumar, which is so evident on his conduct, which is so evident in public. If I remember, just after Pahalgam attack, when Modi cancelled his reduced his trip by one day in Saudi and came to Bihar for election campaign, the national anthem was playing, and Nitish Kumar was playing around with Modi and those who were sitting by his side. The age is catching up to him. We are not saying it to diminish him physically or intellectually, but it is a worrying sign that Nitish Kumar is going through this stress. So BJP will have an easy task because they have, like I said, they have a party by the neck.
Will the Bihar election results decide the future of political alliances in Tamil Nadu?
No. The simple answer is no, because Congress has no other refuge than to be in DMK. And the speculation about Congress being, favorable to the idea of allying with TVK, Vijay, and these are nonsense. These are created by people who have no direct stake in alliance decisions. people who have no stake in deciding what goes in the larger picture in India alliance. These are just opinion makers inside the Congress party or any other party, or quote unquote senior journalists making these opinions just to get more views on their screen. Mm, Realistically speaking, Congress do not have the authority to break away from DMK alliance, even if they lose uh, the elections in Bihar, or even if they win elections in Bihar. It is going to be a boost for RJD, not for Congress significantly, because Congress is still a junior partner in Bihar. So it is not going to change the alliance dynamics in Tamil Nadu. But if Congress wins in most of the seats that they are contesting from in Bihar, they might ask for more seats in Tamil Nadu. Increase of seats from the last time. But what we have seen in the seat negotiation in Bihar is Congress was willing to give a few seats to make room for Sani and more people. So Congress might be more flexible under the present party's general secretary and Rahul Gandhi. So with this in mind, Mallikarjuna Kharge and Rahul Gandhi. With this in mind, it might not significantly affect alliances in Tamil Nadu, but it might be. It might amount to just increase of 3 or 4 seats or decrease of 3 or 4 seats. Because if Congress loses in Bihar, DMK has all the justification to push Congress to reduce their own seats so that other alliance partners can have 1 or 2 seats more, or DMK itself can field candidates in those seats. Other than that, I don't see major setbacks for India alliance if Bihar goes south. Yeah.
Thank you, Mr. Mathur Satya, for joining with us today. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned with Filing Media for more updates.